My name is Gwen Dildine. I'm Chief Exploring Officer of Outside Walla Walla. Before we grew our family, Steve and I knew we wanted to raise our kids engaging with the outdoors as much as possible. OutsideWallaWalla.com is the result of a giant research project, and the kids have been along for the ride the entire time. Plenty of naps happened on the trail in the backpack carrier, and now they're able to paddle alongside us. Walla Walla has a well-deserved reputation as a premier destination for some of the best wines in the world, but it's also a wonderful place to raise a family or explore for the first time. So what do you do with your kids in Walla Walla? Parks are always a great place to start. They are a hub of activity and host all sorts of community events. 4th of July in the park right here in Pioneer Park, or the Balloon Stampede in Tieton Park. My very favorite activity is a handful of self-guided tours that double as scavenger hunts. The Walla Walla Heritage Walk, Big Trees of Walla Walla, City of Walla Walla Sculpture Walk, Whitman College Campus Sculpture Tour. Those are all activities presented on Outside Walla Walla as downloadable PDFs. So print a few copies for the kids and let them lead the way. Many of our recommendations for family-friendly activities are the same tried and true outdoor recreation opportunities that we present on the site. And we encourage everyone to take their kids wherever they go. But there are a handful of kid-centric programs we think you should know about. The Fort Walla Walla Museum has an annual Oregon Trail game and ice cream social that has families do everything for shop from supplies to visit the medic tent to fix a wagon wheel. So it's a really great family-friendly activity that will sure challenge your frontier skills. Adjacent to Fort Walla Walla is the Fort Walla Walla Recreation Trail, and it hosts the Planet Walk, which is actually a really short paved path that has sculptures of the planets spaced at proportional distances as you would encounter them in the solar system. So it's kind of a cool way to conceptualize the universe. The Arthur Rimple Trail is a lovely little nature walk for some fledgling birders to go explore. Of course, on the east end of town, Bennington Lake again checks so many boxes as far as a great place to learn how to ride a trail. There are fishing derbies out there. There are birding opportunities. And of course, the Blue Mountain Audubon Society welcomes all ages of birders on Tuesday mornings. So there's a handful of activities spread throughout the year at all of these lovely in-town locations. Also, when recreating with kids, think about four-season recreation. And Ski Bluewood is an excellent opportunity to let the kids learn how to play in the snow. So they have the 1-2-3 program, which is how our kids learn how to ski. And it is a package deal of passes and lessons and rentals. Once they're done with that program, the whole family can hit the mountain. No winter would be complete without some sledding opportunities, and Rose Springs Snow Park and Andes Prairie Snow Park, definitely check those boxes. Andes Prairie is the more extreme example, so it's a much longer, steeper sled hills, and Rose Springs is a great place to have a winter picnic or just a gentle sled hill. Bring your kids to Walla Walla, or definitely as a family, escape to the outdoors. There are so many wonderful things to do. We've picked up a few tips and tricks along the way to make sure that your adventure is fun-filled. One game that worked really well for our family is Find the Rainbow. And what that is no matter where you are, if you're on a trail or in a park, try to find all the colors of the rainbow. A really wonderful way to get the kids to slow down enough to start picking out all the lovely details of nature and discovering how much variation there is to the landscape. Another great collection to add to your resource library are these little pocketbook naturalist guides, is what I've come to call them, but I'll definitely give you the links to where to find these. And these are, wildflowers of Washington, mammals of the Pacific Northwest. Definitely a favorite is the trees of the Pacific Northwest. We use these a couple different ways. One, they are indestructible. They're laminated, they have great pictures, so you can play a matching game. Or if you come across something, flower or a bird, likely they're in here. Hopefully by now your family has found Wildcrafts, which is an awesome PBS kids show. They go on all sorts of creature adventures, and you can have a creature adventure as well. Find a puddle in the mountains, look in some tree trunks that are decomposing a little bit. You might find some hibernating ladybugs or interesting little water creatures and skippers. Turn over a rock in the river. You never know what you'll find. Treat yourself to a creature adventure. And our last recommendation is just go. You probably aren't gonna make it all 10 miles down a trail. It's okay. Use the first couple hundred yards to get everybody used to what it's like to explore the outdoors. Sometimes we'll just use trailheads as picnic spots, so maybe take a scenic drive up Tiger Canyon, bring a blanket, a little cooler, or cook a pizza ahead of time and bring it to the mountains. That's a great way to enjoy an evening outside without the pressure of having to go the distance in the mountains. Our time exploring the Walla Walla Valley and Blue Mountains are by far my favorite memories and what I look forward to most. Outdoor recreation is a precious opportunity to get back to basics and just explore and play as a family. Get a little dirty, cool off in the river, or ride a ski lift for the first time. The possibilities are truly endless, so let's get out there and grow them wild.